Hey guys, tonight we're diving into the wild and winding world of Nikola Tesla. Picture it now. The room is dim, only the soft glow of fairy lights twinkling across your sprawling bookshelf. Maybe you have a sleepy little pup curled up beside you, making those gentle woof-like noises in its dreams. You probably won't survive this. It's just too cozy. But before you get too comfy, feel free to tap like or subscribe. But only if you're genuinely enjoying the calm around here. Tell me where you're listening from and what time it is over there. I love seeing how far this sleepy little journey reaches. Now, go ahead and lower the lights. Maybe let a fan hum in the background, and let's drift gently into tonight's story together. So, you wake up in 1856 in the small village of Smiljan, nestled within the Austrian Empire. Yep, rewind that clock back quite a bit. You can almost feel the chill of the night air surging through a slightly open window, an old wooden floor creaking under your feet. And there, in the gentle dark, amidst a storm that reportedly lit up the sky with more drama than a reality TV reunion, our friend Nikola Tesla is born. Everyone whispers that he arrived during a lightning storm. Cue the spookiness, right? As if setting the stage for an electrifying life. You laugh softly at the idea, but historians actually note it as more than just village folklore. From the start, you notice something is different about little Nikola. Perhaps it's the way his eyes glimmer with curiosity, or how he turns even the most mundane objects into scientific explorations. Picture a kid today, knee-deep in 100 projects found from the depths of the internet, endlessly curious, with an energy that's hard to wear out. This is Nikola, always a step, or a wild idea ahead. His first real experiment? Well, you wouldn't guess it, but he once caught a cat and rubbed its back to produce static electricity. His mother watched, half in horror, half in amusement. You can almost hear a neighbor chuckling, saying, "Kids and their fancy new tricks." At that time, Nikola's most electrical family debate wasn't how many GB of data he'd used in a month. It was whether their young prodigy was really onto something, or just the victim of an overcharged imagination. It's funny how little some things change, where even century-old ideas of harnessing the power of nature seem like the dreams of someone who clearly hasn't had their morning coffee yet. What leaves people scratching their heads even today is where exactly Tesla's thoughts on electricity first sparked. Was it purely instinctive? A gift handed down from the electric storm at his birth? Or maybe Nikola was simply a walking version of those 3 a.m. inspirations, brilliant one moment and forgotten the next morning. Historians still argue whether his environment or perhaps some innate wiring led him to such singular paths in his understanding of electricity. It's the eternal question, right? Nature versus nurture, destiny versus design, just waiting to be solved like a jigsaw puzzle, half missing its pieces. As we float along in this gentle tale of Tesla's beginnings, you feel the room around you fade into a softer kind of silence. Your phone lighting up the ceiling occasionally as if to remind you of the outside world. But why bother with that just yet? Here, in this moment, wrapped in a warmth and calm grander than midnight cocoa, Tesla's early days unfold like the storybooks of old. Soon, you'll follow him out of this small village, across the continent, and into a future he can scarcely imagine. But not yet. Not tonight. For now, let's drift on this moment. Nikola, the storm-born child, his world still cradled by old tales and gentle curiosity. As you slip further into the tale, You find yourself walking alongside young Nikola through the lush green fields of his childhood home. The kind of fields where every blade of grass seems to whisper secrets. Nikola is older now, engaging in all sorts of strange, yet somehow endearing, experiments. Picture him with a mischievous grin, trying to catch glimmers of light, or making contraptions from bits and bobs he finds lying around. Perhaps the 19th century version of a mad scientist meets a DIY YouTube channel host. He's utterly consumed by a vivid curiosity, the kind that sparks at odd hours of the night and keeps him awake till morning. One day, you stumble upon Nikola standing before a watermill, its wooden blades churning with the grace of a dance. Inspired by the constant flow, young Nikola dreams of creating a machine powered by perpetual motion. You have to chuckle at the audacity. Can you imagine telling that to a teacher at school today? Brilliant, yes, but also the kind of out-there idea that might make even your strictest professor shrug and say, "Let's see what happens." Tesla's childhood was filled with such imaginings, where he often delved into nature's simpler magic before letting his dreams scale impossible heights. Around him, his family watched with a mix of awe and bewilderment, his pragmatic father a priest, perhaps wondering whether Nikola's future lay in more grounded pursuits. Meanwhile, his mother silently nurtured his imaginative spark, having a knack for inventing household gadgets herself. Forget the old, "thank your mom for helping with homework." Tesla got to thank his mom for inspiring entire careers. Now here's where it gets delightfully odd. There's a peculiar tale of Tesla once attempting to harness the power of June bugs to create a mechanical engine. Picture him, pockets full of beetles, convinced he'd discover a new source of energy. Who would have thought beetles could become potential powerhouses? That's one bug problem not even your spreadsheets could solve. And as our sleepy narrative wafts through the room like a candle flicker, there's always that open question. Just how much of young Nikola's genius was intuitive versus cultivated through education and environment? Historians still argue whether his genius was sparked by innate talent or if it developed through sheer curiosity and practical observations. It's yet another question as deliciously tangled as your hair after a nap, a glorious mess of possibilities and interpretations. Days in Tesla's childhood drift by slowly, like the water under that mill, each one subtly building the foundation for a life like few others. In these quiet moments of reverie, you start to feel a sort of kinship with Nikola. When 3 a.m. rolls around and you're contemplating your own midnight musings, what to pursue, where to go, you can almost hear the echoes of Tesla's own thoughts meandering through time. You feel the coolness of the evening settle as the story lulls itself into another still pause, where dreams hover just beyond the edges of consciousness. It's within these soft boundaries that Nikola prepares for his journey beyond the familiar, curiosity driving him ever forward. But, for now, you can rest easy, content in the knowledge of countless dreams yet to come true. You find yourself whisked away from the quiet village scenes into the bustling atmosphere of a European city, where young Nikola Tesla's schooling takes center stage. Picture the contrast. The vibrant street life of old Europe, like a cozy playhouse crowded with characters from every walk of life. Noise spilling out of coffee houses as students debate ideas with the kind of fervor you recognize from movie scenes about Ivy League academies. Tesla, with his sharp mind, and deeper than expected pockets under his eyes, immerses himself more into the academics than those coffeehouse debates, quickly becoming a standout student. You might grin, picturing him with both hands in his unkempt hair, a scene not too removed from a modern-day student frantically cramming for finals, fueled by more coffee than could be considered healthy. He's studying electrical engineering at the Polytechnic Institute in Graz, Austria, and you can almost imagine him hunched over his notes, determined to understand the inner workings of every mechanism. This was Tesla's equivalent of late-night Wikipedia spirals or binging tutorial videos, a marathon of absorption, understanding, and sometimes disillusionment when things didn't quite add up. And here's a quirky little note for you. At one point, he became so immersed in his studies that he almost forgot to sleep. You know how it is. You start watching one more episode before bed, just one, and before you know it, the sun's peeking in. Historians actually recount Tesla's frenetic pace as both impressive and concerning. Advisors worried over his lack of rest, a nocturnal lifestyle that would eventually become a hallmark of his character. It's a mild consolation, isn't it? Even Tesla ignored a perfectly good sleep schedule. Through his studies, Tesla becomes fascinated by the idea of alternating current, AC. By now, you've likely experienced the modern magic of plugging in devices without a second thought. But back then, this was mind-boggling technology. AC power had the potential to transport electricity over long distances far more efficiently than anything else, certainly beyond just lighting up bedrooms for late-night podcasts. However, some wonder if Tesla's focus on AC was heavily influenced by his competitive edge against his professors, or simply the thrill of the unknown. Historians still argue whether his academic pursuits here were driven by genuine enthusiasm to further science, or the need to prove himself superior in his field. Sort of an intellectual flex, not unlike finally besting the boss level in a maddeningly difficult video game. In these corridors of academia, Tesla lays the intellectual groundwork for many of his later grand ideas. Picture him delving into the mechanics of energy like someone absorbed in the tabs of their browser, about 27 open, with no inclination to close a single one. Each idea interlocks with the last, building a picture in Tesla's mind that he's determined to see realized one day. Eventually, you sense the hum of opportunity pulling Tesla from the university lecture halls toward horizons yet explored, calling him to the innovation scenes where his ideas could breathe. For now, let the warm embrace of possibility settle over you like a comforting blanket. Rest easy, knowing this electrical journey is far from over. You ease into a new chapter, following Tesla as his path leads him across the Atlantic to the heart-pounding, rhythmically chaotic beat of New York City in the late 1800s. You can nearly hear the clatter of horse-drawn carriages over cobblestone streets and the whirl of industry that pulses through the city like an electric current itself. Everything here feels alive, buzzing with the energy of dreams, both broken and fulfilled. Tesla arrives with little more than the clothes on his back and a head full of electrifying ideas, literally and figuratively. Imagine the scene as if beamed from a particularly emotive movie trailer, the grand skyline of New York, barely yet filled with the skyscrapers we know today, nonetheless brimming with an undeniable aura of opportunity. For Tesla, this is more than just a city. It's a playground for his revolutionary concepts. Or, in modern terms, imagine him walking into a massive tech symposium with nothing but a prototype and a vision, seeking someone as wild about electronics as he is. He soon secures a job with Thomas Edison, the reigning monarch of electric light, a workplace dynamic that's as tense and competitive as one's thwarted attempt to get a coffee from the last functioning espresso machine on a hectic Monday morning. Picture it: Tesla, the new recruit with avant-garde ideas, side-eyeing Edison with simultaneous respect and skepticism. Here they are, creating a scene that might resemble something out of a buddy cop movie, one where the buddies can barely tolerate each other. Now here's where it gets spicy. Tesla is impressed by Edison's passion for direct current, DC electricity, but he remains privately convinced that his alternative current, AC, boasts superior potential. Imagine quietly texting LOL in a group chat as you read about the underlying tension. Each man firm in his convictions, amusingly reminding you of rival influencers having a passive-aggressive Twitter spat today. Historians still argue whether Edison deliberately undervalued Tesla's groundbreaking contributions or merely saw them as impractical in the heat of his own fierce ambitions. Edison promised Tesla a hefty sum. Rumors say $50,000, a fortune then, if he could refine Edison's cumbersome DC generators. You're practically on the edge of your seat, seeing Tesla dedicating countless hours, plying his trade with the kind of intensity usually reserved for binge-watching a beloved show from start to end against the clock of an expiring streaming service subscription. Tesla succeeds. Shock and awe. But Edison dismisses the promised remuneration with a casual indifference that leaves Tesla stunned and perhaps quite a bit miffed. Keep in mind, Tesla quits in a huff, wandering the streets, pondering life decisions, much like anyone fresh out of college contemplating that steep descent into life's responsibilities. But just as the evening sky brightens when street lamps flicker on, solace soon finds him. Opportunities abound in this city of unyielding dreams, and Tesla's belief in AC technology emerges stronger than ever. A phoenix from the ashes of a business partnership turned sour. You feel the metaphorical popcorn nearly popping from your hands as the narrative edges towards a remarkable battle yet to unfold. And as Tesla eventually finds backing for his own electric venture, a soft lull wraps us back around the warm nostalgia of competitive innovation, glowing like those twilight lamps. The scene shifts as Tesla moves forward with renewed purpose, fueled by the electric dream of alternating current. Imagine him standing on a bustling New York street corner, his eyes reflecting both the determined excitement and that slight, endearing nerdiness of someone who's just figured out their entire thesis while waiting for a coffee. This is the birth of his rivalry with Thomas Edison that history absolutely revels in, an electrical brouhaha, if you will. Here we are, in the midst of what would become known as the War of Currents. It's like two tech giants battling on an epic scale, akin to your favorite smartphone manufacturers shimmying for dominance. Tesla, backed by the entrepreneurial wizard George Westinghouse, sets the stage for AC, while Edison stands firm with his beloved DC like an old-school pro defending vinyl records in the age of digital music. The stakes are high, not only for the royalties and fame, but for the future of power systems globally. You find yourself smirking at the rumors of Edison's tactics, hasty demonstrations, even going as far as to publicly electrocute animals using AC to sway public opinion against Tesla's technology. It's the kind of marketing sabotage that feels oddly akin to celebrity feuds unfolding on social media platforms, with drama unboxing at every turn. Amidst this electrifying tug of war, A notable moment emerges at the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, when Tesla and Westinghouse win the contract to illuminate the fair using AC power. Can you visualize it? A breathtaking display of lights, one that turns night into a fantastical spectacle. A heady whirl of wonder and sheer beauty. Finally, people begin to see what AC can achieve. A sensation similar to a tech launch that doesn't just wow the crowd, but alters the very perception of technology's future. Historians still argue whether Tesla's victory was purely owed to technical superiority or was equally influenced by Westinghouse's savvy financial strategies. Was it the sheer elegance of Tesla's vision that captivated them, or Westinghouse's persuasive handling of economics behind the scenes? The debate sits like a fascinating puzzle, pieces scattered about, inviting fresh eyes to seek and rebuild fading outlines. With each step in this battle, Tesla remains somewhat oblivious to the politics, consumed by possibilities yet to be conceived. In your mind, you picture him wandering through New York's night streets, dreamily envisioning a world made brighter, images dancing in his mind more vividly than reels on your phone when you're insomniac. It's not hard to imagine, perhaps, given his nonchalant genius, not unlike accidentally stumbling upon an artistic talent while doodling absent-mindedly. Despite sudden fame that enveloped him, and the hum of journalists whispering his name like a soft fan at night, Tesla stays grounded in the notion of progress. Yes, the world of AC opens doors wider than he could have imagined, but Tesla's eyes remain fixed on the horizon, a universe unraveled, one day at a time. You let the story drift with a soft lull, feeling the hum of this history buzzing around you like a lullaby from time's gentle hands. Let yourself sink deeper into this warm cocoon, where everything feels both new and nostalgically known, understanding that Tesla's voyage dazzles far beyond ephemeral trends, like timeless golden threads woven with dreams. As you settle back into the unfolding story, it's like stepping into a room filled with soft, buzzing anticipation. Nikola Tesla is now at the height of his creative powers, each idea brighter and more audacious than the last, much like opening a box of assorted chocolates, where every piece promises something delightfully unexpected. Imagine walking into his expansive laboratory, a grand space filled with the hum of innovation and a hint of ozone as experiments crackle to life. Here, Tesla envisions a wireless world, a dream as lavish and expansive as a cloudless starry sky. You can almost see him, pen poised, jotting down notes with the same fervor of someone listing every iconic snack they've ever wanted to try. Wireless energy transmission becomes his latest obsession, a concept so advanced that it feels like part science fiction, part 3 a.m. Reddit theory conversation with friends over the last bag of chips. Yet, in the back of your mind, you might wonder, could such a bold vision strike a balance between brilliance and madness? Tesla theorizes he can transmit electricity through the air, sans wires, eradicating the need for power lines altogether. He dreams aloud of a world where you could charge anything anywhere, a true precursor to today's wireless charging pads cluttering our bedside tables, so readily relying on the same invisible forces. But here's the twist. Tesla also shows a quirky fascination for a grander project, a transatlantic message sent wirelessly. Just picture him, standing there, challenging the vast ocean with radio waves, convinced he could make those distant lands as connected as replies to text messages, which, let's face it, hit faster than you receive any other mail. This was a major leap back then, akin to trying to explain a meme to someone who barely knows the internet exists. As always, there are skeptics, a gathering storm of doubters casting shadows on his grand designs. Even today, historians debate over whether Tesla's ambition veered exceptionally close to madness, or if it simply lay years beyond the comprehension of his contemporaries. Was it an unfulfilled prophecy of a genius ahead of his era, or merely the imaginative ramblings of someone who had drifted too far into dreams, leaving reality trailing behind like a forgotten bookmark in a novel one means to finish? In the midst of these attempts, Tesla's reputation grows almost mythical. Yet behind this burgeoning legend remains a solitary man, spending evenings contemplating his cutting-edge dreams, much like someone absorbed in videos of things they'll never buy, seeking satisfaction in the simple act of imagining. One can't help but picture Tesla alone in his towers of thought, perhaps as solitary as a cat watching over a rainy street from a windowsill, each raindrop marking progress on unseen ideas. As his notions of wireless energy continue evolving, you understand the sprawling trees of his genius remain firmly rooted in what the world might one day discover rather than immediately achieve. And so, the tale winds you closer into its gentle thrall, leaving you enveloped in an evening hush where each new idea becomes a lamp, flickering at the boundary of dusk. Whispers from the past, inviting you towards boundless frontiers yet to be revealed. You let yourself sink further into this warm cocoon, carried by Tesla's whispering dreams of electricity, where even the most oddball pursuits seem feasible in this gentle drowse. In the soft light of memory mixed with imagination, you drift into another chapter of Tesla's life, where his dreams grow as tall as the towers he's desperate to build. Imagine walking through the hustle and bustle of early 1900s New York, a city as restless and vibrant as Tesla's electric mind. Among the towering structures and busy streets, Tesla has a singular vision: the Wardenclyffe Tower, a colossal testament to his belief in wireless transmission. The scene unfolds like a visionary's paradise, Tesla's eyes gleaming with the glow of new ideas, the tower rising like a majestic giant, tuned to the radio frequency of ambition. Picture him there, gesturing wildly, perhaps more than a little starry-eyed, convinced that this marvel could transmit wireless power across continents. It's like setting up a Wi-Fi network so powerful it spans oceans. From an engineering standpoint, the tower combines cutting-edge technology with a pinch of magic, much like concocting an intricate potion in Harry Potter's world. Yet, as the foundation is laid and construction progresses, there's a sense of wonder mixed with skepticism. You find yourself gripping the edges of your blanket, wondering if Tesla's dream will materialize or fizzle out like an old light bulb. Enter the quirky side of the story. Tesla reportedly spent hours communing with pigeons near the tower, sometimes providing them with elaborate homes and whispering his ideas into the soft flapping of wings. The vision of Tesla, a man harboring whispers of genius, surrounded by his feathered confidants, stirs a chuckle or two. Imagine sharing your plans for greatness with a flock of interested pigeons, like they're your most loyal YouTube subscribers. Interestingly enough, historians still wrangle over exactly what Tesla intended Wardenclyffe Tower to accomplish. Was it truly capable of global energy transmission, or was Tesla's confidence in its capabilities a figment of his inspired imagination? Like debating whether a lost footage reveal can happen at Comic-Con, you speculate, wonder, and ponder, but can never truly know. Amidst mounting financial pressures, this grand project, like many dreams untethered from the confines of realism, falters. The funding dries up, circumstances eclipse ambition, and soon the tower stands vacantly, a silent monument to misunderstood brilliance. It's akin to witnessing a massive crowd-funded project that, despite its potential, never quite gets off the ground. In these quiet moments, you imagine Tesla wandering the tower grounds, wrestling with the echoing silence of unfulfilled visions, a bittersweet reality collision that one might liken to closing numerous untapped tabs of potential on one's perpetually cluttered browser. Yet within this fallow field of dreams, Tesla remains resolute, the quiet glow of determination still alive even amidst dusk's deeper shadows. His unwavering belief becomes a comfort, a reminder that the spirit to dream should never diminish, no matter how absurd the endeavor may seem against time's relentless march. As you let the story wash over you, the gentle pulse of time fills the room like a warm lullaby, offering comfort in the knowledge that not every tale finds completion, but every dream touches the stars we reach for. In this tender embrace of timeless ambition, you drift further into cozy oblivion, wrapped in Tesla's undying hope for a connected world. You find yourself drifting further into the tapestry of Nikola Tesla's life, where each thread weaves a tale both peculiar and profound. Picture Tesla, now older, the world around him evolving at a pace both thrilling and bewildering, much like trying to keep up with the latest app update or social trend. Yet here he stands, ever the visionary, still drawn to the unseen energies around him, like someone nostalgically returning to old songs that continue to evoke the thrill of discovery. Tesla's focus shifts to more abstract pursuits. Imagine brainstorming ideas for inventions like a walking encyclopedia of possibilities. These include everything from earthquake machines to death rays, concepts that sound more at home in science fiction than among the practical gadgets cluttering his workspace. It's as though Tesla is binge-watching the potential of the future, each episode offering a cliffhanger of possibility. There's even talk of a thought camera, an idea perhaps best described as mind-blowing. Tesla envisioned a device that could capture images from thoughts and project them onto a screen, an Instagram feed of the imagination. It's the kind of whimsical concept that feels right at home in today's world of augmented reality and Snapchat filters, blending the boundaries between perception and actuality. In the midst of these explorations, you hear whispers of Tesla's affinity for pigeons re-emerging. He reportedly grew fond of a particular white pigeon, allegedly carrying a strange and deep connection to this creature. Picture him wearing mismatched pajamas, opening a window to the cold breeze of the city night to welcome his feathered friend, as though its presence offered a glimpse of understanding in the chaos of his unorthodox thoughts. Historians still argue whether Tesla's connections to these pigeons equated to moments of introspection and solace, or were signs of an increasing disconnect from reality. It's one of history's more curious facets, whether the world understood Tesla less as his visions became more esoteric, or if he stepped into realms of thought where few could follow. On one particularly quiet night, you imagine Tesla scrolling through the countless inventions in his mind, surrounded by the calm hum of the city mingling with the memories and outlines of dreams. Even without tangible achievements to his name at this moment, Tesla's brilliance casts a long shadow, a testimony of dreams unbidden by doubt or despair, much like your own late-night meditations, pondering dreams of your future while bundled in that comforting cocoon of your favorite blanket. These moments of introspection reveal both vulnerability and strength. It's almost like watching Tesla move through a waking dream, unperturbed by outer successes or failures, comforted by the quiet knowledge that imagination holds no bounds. He taps into the soft hum of creative solace where time slows down, that place where both artists and dreamers dwell, unfurling their waking visions into echoes of potential. The room around you settles into a comforting silence, the edges of your thoughts brushed by the gentle touch of Tesla's ambition. And as the narrative twines into the midnight hours, you find yourself drifting deeper, carried into realms where dreams and reality entwine like whispered lullabies. As Tesla's musings fade into gentle sighs, you grasp the essence of a mind unbound by time, softly humming quiet truths of what could still be. As you continue through the layers of Tesla's life, you find yourself enveloped in the quieter, reflective years following the initial burst of dazzling innovation. The landscape of his world shifts subtly, like the pastel hints of sunrise peeking through a notable gray winter dawn. Tesla is now older, more reclusive, with the bustling brilliance of his earlier years trailing behind like a comforting echo. Imagine him sitting amidst a sea of papers strewn across tables, more organized chaos than structured order, reminiscent of that one drawer everyone has, filled to the brim with old phone chargers, pens, and bits of forgotten treasure only revealed during a full-on clean-out. It's in this maze that Tesla's mind continues to roam free, untethered by the constraints that bind ordinary pursuits, always hovering at the edge of the next great idea or revelation. His notions have matured into a quiet elegance, focused not on broad spectacle, but on the intricacies of cosmic relationships and the deeper rhythms underlying existence, what he fondly refers to as the secrets of the universe. It's as if he's whispering cosmic poetry, seeking patterns as relentlessly as you might scroll through inspiration pages late at night. Hunting for a spark, Tesla's lifestyle now consists of long evening strolls and the treasured company of pigeons, his ghostly companions from an imagined aviary that weaves around him like a feathered cloak. One could picture him wandering a hushed, dimly lit park, the city's nocturnal hum merging effortlessly with the whispers of breeze and night-born tranquility. When Tesla speaks of pigeons, he does so with the great fondness and warmth you attribute to cherished friends, eyes softened by memories shared in twilight spaces. In one of his last poignant reflections, he famously said about a particular white pigeon, "I love that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me." It's a line that catches around your heart as something both deeply endearing and slightly oddball, like sharing an inside joke that the rest of the world never quite gets. Historians still ponder over Tesla's enigmatic bond with this bird, suggesting it may have embodied the only steady relationship in his otherwise turbulent life of ambition and isolation. Was it merely eccentricity, or did it represent an emotional truth, a manifestation of comfort amid the whirl of powerful imagination and solitude that often defines the life of a genius? You wonder whether Tesla, much like this pigeon, was an unacknowledged beacon, a tender soul striving for understanding in a world that only saw fleeting glimpses of his light. It's comforting to consider, in the solitary stretches of time when your own thoughts drift, the noteworthy brilliance that can flourish if left unconcerned with accolades and vindication. Tesla continued dreaming, refining ideas that, although never materialized, laid the groundwork for technological wonders yet to solidify in the physical world. In the soft light of his twilight years, something within you begins to resonate with these unending musings, like echoes ebbing through a canyon to find their peace in the arms of reverie. The room settles back into stillness, the cadence of Tesla's journey weaving a warm, gentle lull through the fabric of time. And as you close your eyes, drifting toward the soft embrace of sleep, you take comfort in the tender folds of dreams, knowing that even the furthest whispers may one day find their voice, painting possibilities across the broader canvas of time. As you settle deeper into the tranquility of Tesla's late years, the atmosphere shifts to one of quiet reflection, a soft, thoughtful breath in the vast rhythm of his life. You find yourself wandering through the moments when Tesla's fame has largely faded, his once renowned name now less frequently whispered in the bustling streets of New York City. Yet, despite the dimming spotlight, his mind remains alight with a tenacity that burns as gently and persistently as a bedside lamp on a drowsy evening. Tesla spends these years in the comforting solitude of his own thoughts, often choosing to reside in modest hotels scattered across the city. His famously untidy rooms, filled with a curious collection of pigeons and the persistent hum of innovation. Picture him dressed in his quintessential suit, impeccably tailored despite the gentle fraying of time at the edges, with a world of thoughts swirling behind his eyes like an endless sky waiting to be mapped. It's in these quiet rooms that he sketches designs for new inventions, ideas still sprawling across pages as though unfurling from an unending scroll. Each concept an intricate dance of imagination, the mechanics working seamlessly in his mind like a Rube Goldberg machine composed of dreams and quiet chuckles, reminding you that simplicity isn't always just black and white, but a canvas for delightful complexity. Tesla continues lecturing, sharing his visions with anyone willing to listen, his impassioned words lifting like leaves on a gentle breeze. In these talks, he outlines his vision of a future powered by limitless energy, casting an ideal as luminous as a smartphone screen, flickering with the gentle glow of anticipation before an update. His audience experiences a mix of awe, intrigue, and skepticism, a jigsaw of curiosity often assembled half-heartedly by his peers, but treasured by the curious and hopeful. Historians still discuss whether these lectures revealed Tesla as a man ahead of his time or trapped in reverie, disregarding practicality for passion. Was he speaking in riddles only a future era would unravel? Or was it the poet's refrain, longing for an audience not yet born? This ongoing debate spins softly around you, like the subtle hum of a fan lulling you into another world, where potential and reality waltz gracefully, yet clumsily, side by side. Then there are Tesla's idle musings on planetary communication, a world interconnected through waves, traversing distance in the blink of an eye, a notion comprising both earnest foresight and whimsical daydreaming. It's reminiscent of the prevalent urge to share every passing thought on social platforms, ever connected to a shared consciousness across the ethers. Much like one rings friends, from across oceans late into quiet nights, where voices thread through lonely hours to enfold company within distant beats. In the hush between his grand thoughts and everyday life, Tesla drifts reminiscently, observing the evolving world with the eyes of someone deeply attuned to the symphony of existence underlining every mundane moment. Perhaps you sense those echoes in your own pauses, when the quiet hum nocturnally graces the mind's door, inviting your consciousness into conversations with the universe's expanding heartbeats. Eventually, though, You know that these echoes must fade as softly as they came. Tesla's voice and dreams retreat, slowly finding rest in the embrace of history. As you prepare for the final descent into sleep, Tesla's journey leaves you wrapped warmly in a comforter of stardust and soft visions. Let those bright imaginings light your night as you drift off into the golden embrace of dreams, where the spirit of whispered dreams continues to hum like an ever-present lullaby in the boundless silence, soothing and inviting. In the final stretch of Nikola Tesla's life, you find the once dazzling spark of his journey beginning to wane, like a candle burning low, its light still warm enough to cast gentle shadows on the walls of time. His life now is marked by quieter moments, his earlier whirlwind of innovation softening to a more introspective rhythm, much like the way a busy day quietly transitions to a soothing evening of flickering candlelight and the soft rustle of pages from a beloved book. Tesla spends these last years residing at the New Yorker Hotel, a place where time seems to march to its own tune, with bustling lobbies and quiet corners often set apart for silent contemplation. Picture Tesla, nestled peacefully by a window, staring out at the sprawling city below, its vibrant energy almost like the beating heart of a living organism humming steadily beneath his feet. There, in those hushed moments, life feels something like peering out on a storm, knowing its chaos, yet appreciating the beauty from a safe distance. In these days, his routine turns more inward, both mind and heart lingering over the memories of a lifetime dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of the universe. At times, he speaks fondly of past achievements, not with nostalgia that weighs heavy, but with the gentle pride of an artist fondling favorite hues on their palette. Reflecting on his formidable career, Tesla remains entranced by his earliest inspirations, the moments of spark and epiphany that fed the fire of his lifelong curiosity. It's one of those timeless reflections that could swirl through anyone's mind at the end of a journey, much like standing on the precipice of dreams wreathed in sleepless night. Part of his daily ritual includes feeding the pigeons in Bryant Park, continuing the serene companionship he found in their company throughout years of solitude. In this quiet act, you might see echoes of the gentle care that lingered in Tesla's heart, a mirror image, perhaps, of his nurturing of ideas, dreams as fragile and fleeting as a bird in an open sky. In these twilight years, people catch glimpses of Tesla as both a legend and an oddity, neither fully understood nor wholly appreciated for the scope of his visions. Historians still ponder whether Tesla ever truly found peace with his place in a world shaped so much by his ideas, yet seemingly always just beyond his grasp. Did he wander through his achievements with the quiet satisfaction of a sculptor, admiring unfinished works? Or was it a restless kind of discontent that accompanied him to the end, like a never entirely read novel propped on the nightstand? Even as his health dwindles, Tesla continues writing letters and granting occasional interviews, offering musings to the world like the passing notes of an orchestral suite, gently easing into its final movement. Friends and admirers recognize that his undying passion for discovery never really dims, even if the outside world is sometimes too absorbed in the din of its own creation to truly notice. Finally, on January 7th, 1943, Tesla's luminous journey comes to a quiet close. The world wakes to the news like a sunrise over soft waters, and though Tesla has left this earthly realm, his whispers continue through the instruments of progress birthed from his unyielding vision. It's akin to a gentle echo softly slipping away, leaving behind a resonance that continues to hum through time, a gift etched in electric currents and perennial dreams. The legacy of Nikola Tesla unfolds like a graceful melody, a testament to the boundless spirit of innovation and imagination. As you let the gentle cadence of his story lull you towards slumber, the shadows deepen into a peaceful embrace. There's comfort in knowing that dreams persist beyond their dreamers, shining like stars to guide future seekers through the stillness of night. Let Tesla's tale settle softly within your heart, a timeless reverie that nurtures your own dreams as you drift into the gentle wonder of sleep. In the comforting shadows of Tesla's legacy, you find yourself gently gliding into the aftermath of his life, where stories and whispers endure much like the soft echoes of a lullaby. The world now begins to truly reckon with the impact of the ideas he introduced. Those daring pursuits, like seeds sown into fertile ground, unseen yet inevitably blooming into the technological marvels we so casually encounter today. Tesla's name, once lingering precariously at the edges of history, emerges posthumously as a symbol of visionary genius, a kind of guiding star for the dreamers who see the world not as it is, but as it could be. It's a quiet reminder of how sometimes, perhaps more often than we'd like to admit, we miss the treasures nestled right in front of us, obscured by the daily clatter of equal parts ambition and survival. Slowly, you notice a cultural shift as Tesla's contributions begin receiving the recognition they deserve. Scholars, journalists, and even filmmakers reawaken his story, dusting off the forgotten volumes to reveal a character who feels as dynamic and strangely relatable as any leading protagonist. You can almost sense the click of thumbs scrolling through articles or the soft blur of videos playing as people rediscover the profound echo of Tesla's technical symphony. Quirky anecdotes about Tesla now find new audiences to delight, like the time he suggested using Earth itself as a conductor for wireless energy, a notion still wrapped in mystery and debate. Or perhaps the stories of his unique table manners surface, where he reportedly folded 100 napkins just right before dining, a charming quirk to ensure absolute cleanliness. These details breathe life into the grandeur of his legacy, creating a portrait of a man whose oddities make him all the more human, not unlike the beloved eccentricities we cherish in fictional characters. Historians continue to delve into open questions, adding shades of intrigue to the portrait of Tesla's life. There's still curiosity around whether Tesla indeed received alien signals with his equipment, or if it was merely a delightful misunderstanding, born of the limits in technology at the time. One can hardly blame imaginations for running wild with these stories, painting them with strokes of wonder that match late-night musings of things unexplained. It's in this atmosphere of rediscovery that Tesla becomes a recurring motif, representing the persistent hope that humanity's most outrageous dreams can indeed shape the future. You see his influence subtly woven into the everyday, from electric cars that silently glide down streets to the ever-advanced quests for infinite wireless connectivity. In these innovations, the whispers of Tesla's insights whisper through the air like digital winks from the past, reminding you that the present stands on the shoulders of once unthinkable ideas. As the narrative of Tesla's life softly fades into the background, a gentle resolve sweeps through you, a comforting understanding that the boundaries of what might be possible continue to stretch in tandem with human curiosity. In this serene glow of possibility, you let your thoughts drift, lulled by the notion that dreaming is inexhaustible, much like the energy Tesla once sought to harness. So, here at the gentle close, you snuggle deeper into the embrace of night, surrounded by Tesla's legacy, like a cascading melody that whispers through the pages of history. Let your heart resonate with the melody, and as you tiptoe across the bridge into slumber, may your own dreams rise to greet the horizon, where the infinite unfolds, each step like a soft, cherished note in the grand symphony of time. As the evening wraps itself around you, Tesla's legacy becomes a soft, comforting presence, like a quilt lovingly stitched from countless memories and dreams. In the years following his departure, you watch as his story captivates new generations, each drawn to the quiet power of his life, a continuous wellspring of inspiration blending seamlessly with the evolving panorama of modern technology. Tesla becomes a figure of fascination, not unlike a beloved character from a timeless novel whose mystery is only deepened by every revisit. Academics, hobbyists, and visionaries alike dive deeper into archives, poring over old patents and forgotten correspondences, lifting the curtain on the machinations of Tesla's mind. It's a resurgence not unlike the wave of interest that follows the dropping of a blockbuster biography or a newly discovered artifact. In this atmosphere, Tesla transitions from obscure scientific history to a vibrant cultural icon. His likeness begins to appear in pop culture, documentaries, books, and even stylized portrayals in cinema and television, much like icons who suddenly rise to fame in unexpected ways. This renaissance highlights the enduring allure of his persona, a heartwarming reminder that genuine brilliance often waits patiently for its time to shine. A quirky tidbit catches your attention. Tesla's fascination with pigeons, his unique understanding of their intelligence and grace, becomes a poetic metaphor for unrecognized beauty in overlooked places. Ponder this as you remember those quiet stories of Tesla's feathered friends who shared his journey, as much a part of his narrative as the groundbreaking inventions that defined his public life. Historians still engage in gentle tug-of-war discussions about Tesla's death ray, a notion wrapped as much in myth as in genuine scientific pursuit. Was it a creation ahead of its time? A precursor to modern far-reaching technologies? Or merely a fascinating tale of what could have been? Naturally, such questions invite infinite curiosity, much like an unsolved riddle one can't resist unraveling, no matter how late the hour. As technology continues to advance, Tesla's futuristic visions lose their outlandish hue, taking on a vibrant reality. His dream of limitless, accessible energy ties into ongoing pursuits for sustainable solutions. His ideas encapsulate the spirit of innovation that propels humanity forward, like beacons guiding wanderers across unknown seas. And so, when intimate whispers of Tesla's legacy blend quietly with the backdrop of everyday life, found in flashes of inspiration within a late-night project or the bright clarity of a new solution emerging from the abstraction, his impact can still be felt as vividly as a favorite song, blending with the night's soothing silence. So let his dreamful echoes lull you softly toward the edges of awareness, gently waving through your heart like the gentle caress of a remembered melody. As you nestle deeper into the embrace of night, the soft warmth of Tesla's legacy promises a place where all dreams remain within reach, their indefinite glow illuminating the collaborative tapestry of the past, present, and future. Allow this gentle harmony to cradle you into a serene slumber, where the boundless potential of imagination beckons you toward restful, enchanting dreams. As the gentle currents of the night enfold you, Tesla's story whispers on, mingling with the soft breezes of dreams that ripple through the quiet room. The legacy he leaves behind is like a bridge woven from stardust, a connection between the ethereal promise of imagination and the palpable reality of innovation. In this peaceful space, you feel the echoes of Tesla's impact resonate through the decades, a subtle promise that the world's tapestry is ever expanding and infused with the light of creativity. In the quiet hum of his lasting influence, Tesla becomes a talisman for those who dare to dream beyond the conventional, a patron saint of sorts for innovators and thinkers. Picture him there at the forefront of your mind, not just as an emblem of scientific revolution, but as a kindred spirit in the wild adventure of discovery. His life, a rich kaleidoscope of shadows and luminescence, urges you to explore the boundaries of what might seem improbable, but is exquisitely within reach. The current world, bustling with technology and ceaseless connectivity, pulses with the beating heart of Tesla's once burgeoning concepts. Imagine walking through a landscape where wireless connections invisibly weave together the threads of a global community. Every device a whisper of Tesla's long-held dream. It's like standing at the intersection of reality and science fiction, constantly reminded of how the extraordinary often emerges from the dreams once nestled quietly in the folds of mystery. Historians still wade through the vast sea of Tesla's contributions, often pausing over theories and ideas that remain half-drawn, much like incomplete sketches on an artist's canvas, waiting for a fresh burst of inspiration. Was Tesla truly able to tap into energies that defy our current understanding? Or were his theories an elegant dance of concepts yearning for future realization? These queries linger enticingly, inviting contemplation like a favorite puzzle piece not easily placed, but deeply satisfying once found. In the soft glow of the future Tesla envisioned, you sense how each discovery unfolds with a gentle grace, expanding not merely the bounds of technology, but the very scope of human potential. In every quiet leap forward, there lies a modest tribute to his indomitable spirit, a nod to the tenacity of a mind that never ceased to reach for the stars. Here, as you listen to the soothing rhythm of this tale winding softly to a close, Tesla's legacy becomes a gentle presence, a murmur in the night, reminding you of the wonder that saturates existence. His story encourages you to cradle your own dreams tenderly, nurturing them with the hope that they too might one day illuminate the world. The melody of his journey, now a serenade stilled within your heart, becomes a lullaby of infinite possibilities. So, as night deepens around you, let Tesla's visionary spirit softly guide you to the threshold of sleep, where reality and imagination dance hand in hand. Within this tranquil embrace, may the dreams that find you tonight weave gently through your mind like the breath of a summer breeze, kissed by the potential that lies within each silent moment. A limitless vista beckoning you peacefully onward. Sleep well, dream boldly, and let the world continue to spin in the wake of whispered inspirations. In the soft embrace of tonight's journey, as ripples of Tesla's legacy fade into the comforting depths of memory, you find yourself drifting into a realm where dreams softly cradle reality. It's a world gently lit by the echoes of knowledge and imagination, a place where each thought is allowed the space to unfurl, much like petals on a flower striving toward the light of dawn. Picture it now. Tesla's story rests quietly beneath the stars. His life, a constellation of bright achievements and enigmatic mysteries, both guiding and inspiring future explorers on their own celestial trails. Just as the night sky holds infinite potential, so too does the tapestry of knowledge woven from Tesla's once revolutionary ideas. It's as if every heartbeat and every breath carries the gentle murmur of his enduring influence, a reminder that innovation knows no bounds. Even in the quiet moments of contemplation, you feel the warmth of Tesla's dreams hovering around you, encouraging a journey yet to be embarked upon. His belief in a connected world, one made seamless with the power of energy and invention, resonates through countless endeavors that shape modern life. Much like a song whose melody lingers long after the final note has faded, imagine, too, how the familiar hum of today's technology, the gentle buzz of a phone, the soft click of a laptop's keys, serves as a testament to Tesla's vision, each one a whispered acknowledgement of his foresight. It's a melody, composed over time, orchestrated by countless hands, guided still by the quiet echoes of his genius. Historians continue to ponder the unanswered questions of Tesla's life. Was his perception of wireless energy merely a beacon for yet-to-be-realized achievements? Or was it an undertaking grounded in a reality not yet fully understood? These ponderings drape like mist over the horizon, both elusive and enthralling. A perfect puzzle whose pieces assemble themselves only when viewed from the broad vistas of future innovation. As you nestle deeper into the cocoon of your cozy sanctuary, Tesla's timeless journey becomes a soothing lullaby, its gentle rhythm urging you toward restful slumber. Let his inspired vision wrap around you, reassuring you that even the most audacious dreams hold the power to illuminate the pathways of life's great adventure. So, close your eyes softly and let go, allowing Tesla's legacy to guide you gently across the threshold of sleep. In this serene nocturne, find peace in the whispers of a visionary who dared to dream beyond the stars, reminding you that within every heart lies the potential to change the world. As dreams carry you onward, may they be touched by the same boundless spirit of discovery that propelled Tesla's journey. Sleep now, wrapped in the quiet splendor of possibilities, waiting patiently in the gentle wings of night.